All right, it's 2025. You're looking to buy a home this year. How much should you spend on your mortgage? So here's a great test I like to run through with people that you can do at home. And I'll show you a little bit about how you can kind of qualify yourself for a mortgage payment. But also I want to make sense as far as a budget standpoint. The number I'm going to use here is going to be a real easy number, but you can adjust this based on your income at home. So when you're applying for a home, the first thing, of course, that a lender is going to want to look at is what your gross monthly income before taxes. For the example, I'm going to use $10,000. So let's say it's you or you and your wife, you and your husband, you guys are looking to buy a home, and that's going to be your qualifying income. Here's what I want you to ask yourself first. What's your rent payment right now? Here in Orlando, for let's say a couple in a 2-bedroom, typically they're going to be paying about $2,300 for a 2 or 3 bedroom. And if you compare how much they're spending on rent versus their income, they're spending 23% of their gross income on rent. 23% of their income annually is going to pay somebody else's mortgage. So when we look in the financial world at qualifying for the mortgage, this number is the first number we call the front end ratio. So let me give you an example. Let's say this same person found a $400, $300, $500, doesn't matter, and their mortgage payment with taxes, with HOAs, with insurance, with everything was going to be $3,000. Okay? Now they're sitting at 30% of their gross income going to their mortgage payment. That's a very, very, very good number to be at. And if you were at that range for almost every program out there in the world, you'd qualify. What we found in for the different loan programs that are out there is a lot of first-time home buyers typically are closer to 35% or even 40% when they're purchasing a home. And I'm going to explain why for some people that might seem high, but you got to understand there's families out there that have to have 3 bedrooms, that have to have 4 bedrooms, and they might be paying for rent already $3,000, $3,500, right? One of the things that they're going to look at is what you're paying for rent, what you can comfortably afford. And when I say comfortably afford, for this example, if 40% of your income is being spent on your mortgage payment, that leaves you with 60% of your income to pay for groceries, obviously other things, taxes, bills, that sort of thing. So here's the thing. Out there, everybody's going to have an opinion on where they should end up as far as their mortgage payment compared to their income, but you have to understand every situation is different. If someone out there is making $5,000 a year and they're paying $2,500 a month for rent, a mortgage payment of $2,000 would be 40%. It might seem high for other people, but what's their other option? So any questions like that, feel free to put this on paper, and I hope that gives you a good start to 2025.